President Trump has lashed out at Britain on Truth Social, describing the decision to hand the Chagos Islands to Mauritius. He says that is great stupidity.
Well, it comes as the president says that Denmark cannot protect Greenland, as he repeats his demand for control over the Arctic territory.
We have to have it. They have to have this done. They can't protect it. Denmark, they're wonderful people. And I know the leaders are very good people, but they don't even go there. And, you know, because the boat went there 500 years ago and then left, that doesn't give you title to property. So we'll be talking about it with the various people. We've had tremendous success, and I've done more for NATO than anybody else. I don't think you'd have NATO right now. I got them to go 5% and pay as opposed to 2% and not pay. I've done more than any other American president for NATO by far. And we'll see how that goes. But Greenland is very important.
Shadow Defence Secretary James Cartledge has shared his response to the comments on X, insisting that the deal shouldn't need Trump's intervention to make the government think again and spend the money on our armed forces instead. Well, let's speak now to our chief political correspondent, Catherine Forster. It's been a busy morning for you, Catherine. President Trump's been very busy on Truth Social.
He really has. I think the conversation about defence spending and the rate at which we're going to have to increase it is one that is going to have to be revisited. But yes, just before 7 o'clock, Donald Trump tweeted about the Chagos Islands. Now, it's only a few months that he said that it sounded like a good deal. As Jennifer Ewing just said to you a little bit earlier, I suspect that he was not really across the detail. There's a number of people in the UK who've been very worried about this. I've just been off the phone from one of them who have been trying to get the details of this in front of Donald Trump very urgently, because the bill is currently in the House of Commons. Due to be ratified soon, and it sounds like they've succeeded. So now he has tweeted and put the UK with, quotes, brilliant NATO ally, but sarcastic, I suspect, and saying that we're giving away the Chagos Islands, quote, for no reason whatsoever, and that it's an act of total weakness and an act of great stupidity. Just to remind viewers and listeners, the Chagos Islands we are giving to Mauritius. We're paying tens of millions to do it. And then we are leasing back Diego Garcia, that's got this critical military base that we share with America. Now, the government says it has no choice. There was a legal ruling. I have to say it was an advisory, but they're saying that they had no choice but to give it to Mauritius and lease it back. The opposition parties think this is a very bad idea on cost and on national security grounds. And I've just been talking to somebody who is claiming that the US has to ratify this, and in fact that the US have not yet signed this off. They do have a veto. They are having a rethink. So it could be that the Chagosians, who've been saying for a long time, why is no one listening to us? We don't want this deal to be done, might be saved by Donald Trump. Nigel Farage has said, thank goodness thank goodness Donald Trump has vetoed the surrender of the Chagos Islands. Kemi Badenoch, Conservative leader, has said that it is a terrible policy which weakens our security. And on this, President Trump is right.
This interruption is brought to you by ExpressVPN and their New Year deal. New Year, new VPN. And a huge saving of up to 80% if you act now. You're busy planning how to get in shape, but the hackers are planning how to get into your accounts. ExpressVPN locks down your connection so you can start the year protecting your data. This offer ends on the 7th of January, so scan the QR code or click the link in the description now.
OK, well, we can actually get the view of a British Chagossian now. Vanessa Calou, very good morning to you, Vanessa. What do you make of this post from President Trump calling the Chagos Islands surrender an act of great stupidity? Do you welcome his intervention?
Yes, I'm really happy that the President Donald Trump realized what the Prime Minister of the UK is doing. with the military base of Chagossian. Those islands belong to British and need to stay British. We have self-determination that the Chagosian is required, that the UK Minister Keir Starmer is ignoring us. So self-determination is a key. We need to save this US base. We are as a government in exile, we are ready to engage for the US base that at the moment is in perpetuity.
Do you hope that President Trump's intervention here means that the deal is vetoed, that this is effectively your way out?
Yes, so this is what we are expect. I always said I have hope. I have hope with the President Donald Trump that he will get involved and stop this madness. This island belongs to United Kingdom for more than 200 years, that is ceded from France. Why they are giving away is not belong to Mauritius. Mauritius was just an administration from the government, UK government at the time. We are not returning any island. This island is not belong to Mauritius. We have indigenous people, the Chagosian, who are fleeing Mauritius. They are here in the UK. They want their homeland to remain British, and this is what the all MP in Parliament today need to vote against this Chagos deal. This bill needs to go away and start engaging with the Chagosian government in exile, Mr. Mandarin.
So are you angry that things have got this far, that the Chagosians haven't had their say so far?
I'm really upset with the Prime Minister. He failed his duty as Prime Minister because he has his own agenda with his friend, this friend Philip's son, who are the lawyer for Mauritius, and then his another friend, Law Hammer. I'm so upset about what this is going at this stage. They need to stop this Chagos deal. All the MP who will be voting today in Parliament need to take responsibility what they are voting. This is a human right of self-determination of the Chagosian that did not respected. They need to respect people, and people in the UK did not vote for sovereignty to give away. On Keir Starmer Labour manifesto, they didn't mention that they will give away British homeland. That need to be stopped.
OK. Vanessa, really good to have your voice on this morning. Thank you so much for reacting to this news this morning on GB News Breakfast.
Are we going to hear Catherine Foster's voice there?
Yes, just picking up on that, that it wasn't in the manifesto that they would give the Chagos Islands to Mauritius. Not only was it not in the manifesto, it explicitly said that Britain would protect our overseas territories. The government's argument is this is how you do this, this is how you keep the lease. But I'm getting all these messages from an expert. It's all very complicated, but the bottom line is that critics are saying they've ignored the human rights of the Chagosians, which were booted out of the island 60 years ago. The Prime Minister's a former human rights lawyer, very concerned with the sovereignty of the people of Greenland. Why not the people of the Chagos Islands who have not really been consulted? And on international law, the involvement of Philip Sands and Richard Hermer, both close friends of the Prime Minister. Philip Sands has worked for the Mauritian government.
OK, Catherine.
More from this, Catherine, as the week progresses.